Hello and welcome to the Back to Life Chiropractic Health Score Workshop. This is our workshop that we would do for a group, but now we're making it so you can watch it online and have audio on it. So we're just going to go through the PowerPoint and go through each slide, and then this health score workshop is actually how to come up with a health score using your individual score sheets and then making a master score sheet. So all these are downloadable on backtolifechiropractic.com. So how did we come up with the Back to Life Chiropractic Health Score and the Back to Life system? Because the Back to Life system, my whole system, come up with a health score, have a cheat sheet, and actually start to improve it. And we just give you actually everything that you can do, so you can do it. But we came up with it. I started practice in 1994 as a chiropractor after getting hit by a TARC bus and not getting well, and then going to medical and doing PT and drugs and couldn't get well. Was going to get surgery. Went to the chiropractor, my Uncle Bob, chiropractor in Sellersburg, got well, and then became a chiropractor. So, with chiropractic, we choose not to do drugs or surgery. So the things that you're going to hear are for people that want to get well without drugs and surgery, or want to get off them, or get off some of them. So in 2009, we started a wellness practice with another colleague. So we actually combined about 30 years of clinical experience. And so what we wanted to do was we wanted to make sure we weren't contradicting each other. So we sat down and went through all our visits and everything that we wanted to do and how we treated people and the tests that we did. And then we found these wellness attributes. We were actually very similar in about everything we did. And then over the time, we've actually looked at some franchise wellness programs, and almost all these are almost the same, a few little differences and maybe in meal ratios and certain things like that. But these wellness attributes are what are seen in patients, and these tests and things are ways to find out a health score that will lead you to wellness. And so that's how we came up with it. So we came up with seven general areas of wellness, and it's nice because once you come up with your health score, then we have a checklist, and then you can actually start to improve your health and start to form a habit. Eventually form a habit, and then you don't have to do as many of the wellness scores in the checklist. So, don't get stressed out over the fact that this might be more complicated in the beginning, because as you get well and you do it, it becomes a habit, and it's actually quite easy. So what the health score consists of is you're going to have a master score sheet, and then the master score sheet's filled out with all these individual score sheets. And it's kind of nice because the seven wellness attributes are nutrition, cardiovascular, flexibility, strength, posture, nervous system, which is our autonomic nervous system, and your feet and arches. And so the grays are ones that you can do at home without any professional help or technology. So there's no really excuse for you not to come up with, a health score. Just the more scores that you have, the more valid your health score is. And then you're gonna want to get a score in each area, because each area affects the other areas and actually affects your individual health score. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to go through each wellness attribute, and then we're going to go through each sheet and then figure out how to come up with your health score. So one of the things when you're starting to be healthy is to stay motivated. So we're going to talk about attitude, why. You need to figure out why. Maybe write down 3 things why you want to do this. So when we have a new person doing our program, we ask them why. Write down 3 things why you want to do this. And the nice thing about this is once you get the attitude and the knowledge and the skill to do it, then you're going to create a habit, and then you don't have to always be going to a trainer or a gym or having a teacher. But it would be nice for you to start a group. One of our goals is for you to start a group and then start to train them. So this is Barbara and me. This is me when I was younger. In my first office, she was a wife, grandmother, clown, singer. She ran the nursery at church. She was the treasurer at church, office manager in my office for a while. But she did have COPD and emphysema from smoking. She'd done that her whole life. So, she was, starting to feel a lot better. She was feeling good. but when she was 65, she had a chemical stress test, which plummeted her blood pressure, and then they couldn't get it fixed, and she ended up dying. So she was a big advocate of the wellness program. I was actually working on this program, trying to come up with this when this unfortunately happened. But one of the reasons we were coming up with this, because we were talking about that, she's like, I wish I would have known, like I wasn't in that great shape, or the things I needed to get more motivated not to smoke and to eat right, but she just never felt that way. So one of the nice things about the wellness score sheet is it tells you if you're in crisis, or it shows you might have like a false impression that you're well but you're not. So she's one of the reasons, because I know so many people that in my life that if they were healthier or they could do more things, they could make such a bigger difference in their world. And then so that's one of the reasons why I came up with the Back to Life system. So everything that's on this workshop, everything in this workshop's on our www.backtolifechiropracticky.com, and if you click on the tab Back to Life System, you can download all the forms, all the checklists. It has videos, it has every companion form you need to have, it has a workbook, it has everything that you need to do this, so you have no excuses. So do you believe your health attitude affects your health choices, which affect your health? So what we see here is, when I was younger, I used to take care of some of the WWE, OVW wrestlers, but these guys made a choice to be bigger and stronger, and so their health attitude affect their health choices, which affect their health. So it does. So, and then these people decided that they wanted to lose weight, and so they got they got back in shape. They actually fit in his pants. So I love that picture. So, so one of the nice things about coming up with a health score is we know that there's a health scale. So you want to be at optimal health, 100% function, where you have continuous development, active participation in the wellness lifestyle. On the health scale is good health, regular exercise, good nutrition, wellness, education, minimal nerve interference. A lot of people are in this zone, the comfort zone, which is called false wellness. You're maintaining health, you have no symptoms, your nutrition is inconsistent, your exercise is sporadic, and your health is not high priority. Poor health is symptoms, drug therapy, surgery, losing normal function. And then, the last is illness and crisis, which is disease, where you have multiple medications, poor quality of life, potential becomes limited, and your body is limited function. So, when would be the best time to move toward wellness? And in which direction would you like to move toward? Because you either snowball one way or the other. You just don't stay in one spot. And where would you rate your health on this chart? So, getting one test, or getting one medical exam, or doing maybe really good in one area, doesn't always tell you exactly where you are in this health scale. So you might have a little bit of a comfort zone of false wellness. Or taking prescriptions and being able to do stuff, really is false wellness, because you're not really well. So, the best time to move forward is now. So, so you're either going to snowball toward this way, or you're going to snowball toward this way. So, are you ready for the stresses in your life? You're always going to have some stresses in your life. So, so when it comes to stresses, is your architectural, your frame, your body, your temple, is it actually ready for these stresses? Because they're going to come. So is it an organized, scientific, researched, proven over time, the things that you're doing, is it going to take the stresses in time, or are you going to be a hodgepodge of medical advice, things you've watched, things you've heard, things you've tried, because eventually, with the stresses come, if you, have damage to your body, and then, all you're doing is spending your time, mopping up, the acute, you're just mopping up problems and symptoms. So it's acute care. You're always just, taking medications, or you're getting something, surgery. You're doing something all the time just to mop up crisis. Or can you repair your body, and then, can you actually prevent the things that cause the storms, that cause damage to your body, that actually cause, destroy your temple and make you have symptoms. So, preventable illness makes up 70% of the burden of illness and associated expenses. So, we know we're in a healthcare crisis, and a lot of people are in debt. Insurance is going up because of all the problems and expenses. But the nice thing to know is preventable illness makes up 70%. So that means only 25 to 30% of your problems are genetic. So, there's a lot you can work on. And then if you do have some tendency for some genetic problems, then, you need to be working on the 70% even more.